Good morning. Good morning. I'll tell you what, I've never done anything quite like this. This is just the real version of what life looks like right now. And so, as women in leadership, so many times we feel like it has to look picture perfect. And if you know me, I really like having my ducks in a row. I like being presented well and put together. And you can tell by how I look this morning. And you see all this stuff behind me? That I just want to talk about what it's like to lead in the midst of change, how we can move successfully in and through different seasons. So, just being very real, very transparent with you here, you can tell that I am in the midst of a move. I have been in Spring Hill. Approximately 2 weeks, and one of those weeks I was gone for a Thanksgiving holiday with family. And I moved into a home that I truly enjoy, and yet realized there were some things that were not as move in ready as what I had anticipated. So, what you can see is the painters have started, and what will be it's a bonus room that is a place for the grands to hang out in part of it, and a study with some built-in shelving for me. And so it's multi-purpose. You can see that behind there, it's a mess. Even the green screen is covered, so there's no green screen today. I can't even get to my makeup because it is covered up. I can't get to any of my clothes because it's blocked by furniture. So you know what? It looks a little different. And part of me really wanted to say, okay, today is not the day to go live, right? Things were not working out the way I thought they should. And yet, in the midst of it, I realized real leadership shows up, consistently shows up, is transparent about what things look like. So here you're seeing me in the bonus room in my new to me Spring Hill home in Tennessee. Really excited about that. So you're like, okay, it is Saturday morning and you're being pretty real here. So let's talk about what makes us successful when we show up in the midst of things being less than perfect. One, we have to be adaptable. Do you know that showing up is at least 70 to 80% of your win? So many times, people that stay in a place of mediocrity do so because they just will not press the button to go live. Go live in your own life. That bears repeating. Go live. Do it afraid. Do it when it's less than perfect. Show up. That is 90% of your battle. That's at least 70% of your success, being a woman in leadership. First thing for you to remember. The second thing for you to remember is you want to be adaptable. Everything does not have to be perfect and in its place. Good example, better example, but you see what? It shows real progress. So, along with that, being adaptable, so many times we think that we're positive. We believe that we are, and we can get in a place all of a sudden where we are seeing the glass half empty instead of half full. So it depends on how you're looking at me and the background this morning, what you see. If you are being a little bit pessy about it, pessimistic, and you're like, ooh, girl, she had to have a lot of things patched in that room. It's not painted. There's no drapes up. The flooring hasn't been changed. All of the furniture is in the center. Do you see what's going on? Where is that girl's makeup, and why doesn't she have on a better suit? What is she doing with a Kidman hoodie on this morning? Pessimistic. Being adaptable and showing up sounds like this. Ooh, look at that. There is progress. I see where they have patched the walls. All the furniture has been moved to the center. Looks like there's a chance for new flooring. Looks like the next time I see Sherry, she will have on different clothing. And you're like, ooh, that room has potential. There's a lot of space back there. I am so excited for the change that is coming. Do you see the difference in adaptability? Your very own insight and what you're saying to yourself totally determines whether you will be successful in any type of move. Are you adaptable? Or are you letting the change just totally run you over? See, change is not a dirty word. We say we don't like change, and yet you do. You don't eat the same type of breakfast 7 days in a row. You know how to adjust. Your taste buds know how to adjust. So, what we need is a mindset as women in leadership that it's okay, one, to show up, two, it's okay to be very adaptable when things are less than perfect. Okay. And the third thing that is so important is what you are listening to in your mind. Speak life to yourself. Speak life. And when I say that, I'm not just talking about, girl, you got it going on. I'm talking about this is a great day for you to enjoy God's creation. You know, talking to yourself involves things like saying, I got this. There may still be 50 more boxes to unpack, but hey, I haven't unpacked 30. You got this. You're making progress. So many times we will extend grace to other people so favorably and wonderfully. And yet, what about the grace that we're supposed to be extending to ourselves? You're like, well, that's different. No, it's really not. Because you see, when we extend grace to ourselves, we love other people better. You're okay. You're on your way. Those are the types of things you need to be saying to yourself. Remind yourself of the good gifts and talents that God has bestowed upon you. You have a great smile. You connect well with people. You have a great community that loves you. See, you need to really focus in on what your mind is thinking, because stinking thinking will start affecting your circumstances to where you either think it looks horrible, you're like, golly, that is great progress. All right. So, ladies, there you have it. The 3 tips for being a woman in leadership on Saturday morning with Sherry Chester. And I will see you next week. In the meantime, be gracious to yourself, and other people will recognize that you are leading differently. Bye.